It has been 1 year since I have come to China. China is the faraway land that has been capturing foreigners' attention for centuries. People have been bringing back stories from the Far East for a long time. Of course, one of the more famous and older examples being Marco Polo. Ever since then, people have started to build certain perceptions and images of China. As time went on, more and more foreigners traveled to China and brought stories back with them. In the modern age, of course, we have so much more than stories. In 2010, the official number of expats in China was 600,000. Of course, in reality, that number was probably much higher. And now, 7 years on, definitely significantly higher. There's something curious about this land that keeps people coming and going back with more stories. And to the people who have not yet traveled, no matter how many stories they have heard, they always need more. And there's really a lot, from news articles and blog posts and documentaries to videos on the modern sharing platform that is YouTube. And the reason people keep wanting to hear more is because everything they hear or see about China is so different from the world they know and live in. And for the truly curious ones, there will never be enough stories about China until they see it for themselves. I am now one of the people that has done that. And I've definitely got my own impressions about China, but I'm not quite ready to share them just yet. This is because that over my short period of time, I have found that my perception of China has kept evolving. For example, there's things that I would mention to someone back home after just being 2 weeks here, that I would not mention now. I think that you shouldn't try to explain or describe something unless you know it or even lived it. One thing I will say though is that the common truth that all the stories about China have is how different it is. It really is different, and I love it. There's already quite a lot of YouTube channels about China already, and some of them have been run by people that have been here for 10 years or even more, so I really suggest you check them out. As you can imagine, they have covered a lot of topics, all kinds of stuff that people in the West are really interested in, so really check them out. I suggest these two, they're my favorite at the moment. However, if you do have some questions still after watching some of those videos, you're very welcome to send me a message and I will try to answer your question as best as I can. And if you do shoot me a message, you'll be more likely to get a reply from me much faster, as the people I mentioned currently get hundreds of thousands of views per video. Anyway, back to the main point of my video, which is that I've been here a year now. And it's definitely the fastest year of my life so far. Actually, 2016 and 2017 was probably the most nerve-wracking period of my life. There was a lot of firsts for me in this period professionally. For example, first time having a job I cared about, first time having a horrible boss, first time teaching kids, first time having a parents meeting, first time having a family class, first time having an operation, and probably much more. It definitely stretched me, this period. I felt really stretched, but I am thankful for that. There were many situations way out of my comfort zone, and not being the most confident guy in the world, I would definitely not put myself in those situations myself. But I feel the changes. There's things that I do now professionally every day with ease that back then I would lose sleep over. Literally, I could not sleep for like 2 nights before I had to do something. Now I do it every day. And you just realize that whenever you have to go through something hard, you grow as a person. So I guess this video kind of marks a new chapter in my life, and I really wish that for anyone going on their new chapter, the best of luck, lots of persistence, don't lose hope. Okay? Whatever you have to go through, don't turn your back on it. Good times are coming.